But I will stop talking now and like to invite Minister of Energy of Azerbaijan, Pərviz Şahbazov, to deliver the opening address. Thank you.
Excellencies, dear forum participants, ladies and gentlemen. 30 years ago, when Azerbaijan announced the oil strategy authored by the great leader Heydar Aliyev and signed the contract of the century, we were aspiring to achieve energy security as well as stability and development in the region through the energy resources of the Caspian Sea. 30 years later, our goal remains the same: to ensure energy security and sustainable development in the region and beyond. This time, the huge renewable energy potential of Azerbaijan, its great potential in the Caspian Sea, had been added to this process. Yesterday, with presence of President of Azerbaijan, Mr. Ilham Aliyev, we held a groundbreaking of 2 solar and 1 wind power plants with a total capacity of 1,000 megawatt. This remarkable achievement demonstrates our country's commitment to the green energy transition. As a traditional energy supplier and a proud host of COP29, Azerbaijan is developing all types of energy resources with the goals of ensuring reliability of energy supply, as well as reducing emissions for climate-resilient pathways. This approach to conventional and clean energy is also one of the important conditions for a just, orderly, and equitable transition, as highlighted in the COP28 consensus. During COP29, we will engage with all international partners to advance climate action and transitioning to green energy. Our renewed strategic energy partnership with the European Union, expansion plans of the Southern Gas Corridor, and Azerbaijan joining the Solidarity Ring initiative will increase volumes and geography of our gas supplies. Our annual gas export to Europe increased from 8.2 BCM to nearly 12 BCM during last 3 years. This year, half of the forecasted 24.3 BCM of gas exports will be supplied to Europe. Expansion of Trans-Adriatic pipeline by 1.2 BCM by 2026 has already been confirmed, with ongoing discussions on further capacity increase. Despite global downtrend in fossil fuel financing and lack of long-term demand guarantees, Azerbaijan remains committed to further increase gas supply to its partners. The development of gas fields, signing of bilateral agreements on gas supply, as well as participation of SOCAR in the conducted non-binding market tests for TAP and Solidarity Ring are reaffirming those commitments. A recent agreement on supply of gas from Azerbaijan and third countries to Turkey and Europe, as well as documents signed yesterday between SOCAR and BOTAŞ, will strengthen our country's position in gas export and transit. This decade will be marked by Azerbaijan's regional leadership in the green energy transition based on vision and initiatives of the President of Azerbaijan, Mr. Ilham Aliyev, to realize green energy and climate goals and to create synergy between traditional and renewable energy. 2 solar and 1 wind power plants of Masdar, construction of which started yesterday, will attract close to $1 billion investments, generate more than 2.3 billion kilowatt hours of electricity, save almost half BCM of gas while reducing emissions by 940 3,000 tons. Moving forward, the groundbreaking of 2 more solar plants are projected within Green Energy Zone in East Zangezur with BP and Nobel Energy. 240 megawatt Shafak solar project will be a showcase project of decarbonization of oil and gas sectors. Renewable energy from this power station will electrify one of the world's largest oil and gas terminal in Sangachal. This April, we have announced first renewable auction on 100 megawatt solar plant, and the results of the auction will be revealed during COP29. All these actions are also in line with the Green World Solidarity Year 2024, announced by the President of Azerbaijan. By 2027, in the first phase of partnership with energy companies, we are planning to realize close to 2 gigawatts of new renewable volumes, which will increase share of renewables in installed capacity to 33%. Investments of more than $2 billion, production of 5.3 billion kilowatt hours of electricity, saving of 1.2 BCM of gas, reduction of emissions up to 2.5 million tons are expected benefits from those projects. Integration of renewables into the grid, along with the strengthening of the transmission network, are important goals. We are working on installation of the first 50 megawatt storage capacity into the grid and also signed an agreement with Aqua Power for additional 200 megawatt battery system. Dear participants, development of renewable energy in the context of post-conflict reconstruction and diversification of energy sources brings Azerbaijan to the forefront with the initiatives of green energy zones and green energy corridors. Following Karabakh and East Zangezur, the development of Nakhchivan as a green energy zone will be basis for the nationwide energy transition to the net zero. Important developments are underway to establish the Caspian Black Sea Europe Green Energy Corridor by using mostly 157 gigawatt offshore wind potential of the Caspian Sea and to export 4 gigawatt of green electricity and green gases at the initial phase. Within this project, we held 7 ministerial meetings with partner countries, Georgia, Romania, and Hungary. And Bulgaria is also showing interest to this project, joining to all our meetings. First results of the project feasibility study are expected by end of 2024. We are establishing a joint venture with headquarters in Bucharest. We are also discussing the possibility of connecting this corridor to Central Asia. Recently, a memorandum of cooperation has been signed to connect the energy systems of Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, and Uzbekistan for the transmission of green energy. Cooperation with Turkey is underway for realization of Azerbaijan-Turkey-Europe Green Energy Corridor and export of renewables from Azerbaijani region Nakhchivan to Turkey and further to Europe. As we can see, Azerbaijan plays a bridging and facilitating role to enhance green energy connectivity in the region. The regional context is important for the realization of the global pledge to increase renewable energy by 3 times. Azerbaijan can diversify Europe's energy supply at this stage with green energy and hydrogen, along with additional volumes of natural gas released as a result of deployment of renewables. We believe that strategic role of Azerbaijan in the regional energy cooperation will be further strengthened by success and outcomes of COP29. As Mr. President stated, all our energy projects lead to mutually beneficial cooperation. I wish the forum success and good deliberations. Thank you very much.